Hello, Sagittarius, it's Lisa, and here is your April 29th to May 5th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so the overall message for you this week is the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is all about the universe helping you through synchronicity and other things to move towards your goals. So you need to pay attention this week. Really pay attention to invitations, to certain things happening. Just keep your eyes open, your ears open, and just pay attention. This is, the universe working in mysterious ways to make everything come together for you. So pay attention. The challenge you have this week is balancing yourself. This can be some legal things too, where it's just kind of like you're waiting for some information, for some legal things. This card is about multiple things, and the challenge so it may be a little bit different for each of you, but it is a challenge for you to balance yourself, a challenge for you to bring in some good habits. It's interesting because, it feels very much like don't hyper focus on certain things. Have balance in your life, which is interesting. So just about balance your life. Stop hyper focusing on something, whether that's thought or action. Just really try to have balance. But it's a challenge for you this week to have this balance. Where they want you to focus is understanding you're not trapped in a certain thing. Can be a situation, a certain way of being, that you're not trapped in it. You can move forward, move out of it, expand it. It's just kind of like this. It's almost like you're hyper focusing on like, I gotta make this happen, or this has gotta happen. This is the way it's gotta be. And it's like, you're not trapped in that, right? So you can balance things, allow the synchronicity to happen. It's almost like if you're so hyper-focused and so thinking, oh no, I'm trapped in this. This is what I have to do. When opportunity comes in, you'll be like, nope, can't do it. And you need to understand that you're not trapped. You can expand, change. They keep saying kind of like, you may have laid the foundation to your future, but understand that you can add additions onto that future, right? Or different floors or whatever it is. It's kind of like there's more to it, and allow the universe to guide you, because you may be structured thinking this is where you're going, and there may be more to it. So just be open to it and know that you're not trapped in a certain way. And then what you don't see coming this week we'll reveal in a moment. Okay, so the universe trying to help you. Just pay attention. Wow, it's leading you to fulfillment, happiness, and joy. So just pay attention. And wow, and then you're not trapped in a certain way of being, in a certain situation, a certain attitude, mindset, being defined by something. You are not trapped in that. You can move forward. So interesting. So then the challenge you have is, it feels very much like hyper-focusing, and you need to balance yourself. Again, there's kind of like this feeling of thinking that this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I need to accomplish, this is what I set out, like almost having such strong goals or structure. And you have to know that sometimes, there's more to it. So you need to kind of be open to the universe guiding you to more. And when you're so structured, it almost becomes like this bad habit. You need to kind of be open to not being as structured, or to new opportunities coming in. And it's just a challenge. Yeah, the Seven of Cups is about you have to kind of look at what your hopes and dreams are. What is it that you really want your life to be, and what you want in your life, and then start making that happen, rather than, it's almost like committing to something and saying, this is what it is. And then going, ooh, I don't know if I like this, or I'm not giving this up because this is the way, I'm not a quitter. And it's like, but it's also not what I really hoped my life would be. So it's understanding you can change that. And if the universe is trying to change or give you an opportunity to change it, you need to take it and not just say, nope, I'm doing this, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know, if you're an actor and you're doing acting, or you're in front of the camera and it's like, you know what? That's what I'm committed to doing and that's what I want. But the universe is like, hey, we got an opportunity for you to direct or an opportunity for you to write. And you're like, well, I like that, but I'm committed to this now, so I'm not going to change that. And it's like, well, you can do both. You can do more. Or maybe you'll really enjoy that. You have to be open to this opportunity that's coming. So just don't be so structured. And then it's about you. So the Four of Wands can be a new house, a new energy within your home. It feels very much, I mean, some of you could be like, I'm living in this house forever. I'm not changing my house. And it could be like, okay, no, the universe is providing you with more. Or with, if you're like, I need to live in this city, and they're like, well, you can go and live in the country, or you could live on a beach. You need to be open to what this universe is providing you, not be so structured in it. And then it leads you to really like celebrations and positive vibes around you. And it can be even just yourself, renovating yourself in the way you think, in the way you do things. It's being open to new ways of doing things. Yeah, so interesting. I know I say that a lot, but it really is to me. So where you need to focus is that you're not trapped in a certain way of being, doing a certain thing, being a certain person. You're able to come out of that and expand. Just make sure you're doing it with balance. Make sure you're not over giving or taking too much. You have to have a flow with giving and taking, and a flow within your life. And I think even being so structured and stuck is stopping this flow from happening. And then it's about you shining, coming center stage and shining and being 100% authentically yourself. Yeah, it's almost like, you're so structured, or being so structured that you're kind of like, this is what I committed to, this is who I am. And then we grow and we evolve as people. We learn things. Like what you learn when you first started something, you may have a completely different attitude so many years down the road, where it's like, wow, what I thought like years ago is not how I look at things now, because I've learned, I've grown, I've become a different person. So it's remembering that you're not stuck as that old person, and that you can come back out and say, okay, I'm going to shine and be 100% who I am. This is who I am now, right? And then you do that. And then what you don't see coming this week is your cup running over with tons of good things. So it is kind of like when you move forward, it leads you to a lot of things flowing in your life and good things coming in. You need to stop overthinking and overanalyzing things and focusing on, the negatives in things, and just keep moving forward towards all the good things that are waiting for you. And then the devil on your shoulder, which fills you with fear and doubt and tempts you with things, or can say, you know what? It can even be to the extreme of saying, you're all that in a bag of chips. You don't need that. You don't want that. And so they want to kind of stop you from moving forward. Your ego, the devil is all about where your ego is. So it can be squashing your ego, where it's kind of like, you don't deserve anything. Or it can be pumping your ego up, which makes you stuck in a certain area. So you can't, admit that you've grown and you've changed and you want to add something different, or you're, in one area of your life and you're like, you know what, I have to commit, I committed to this and this is who I have to stay. That's ego, right? If you don't listen to the devil, you come forward and say, you know what, I've grown the way I used to, like, say if it's about health and fitness, right? And you're like, this is the way I've always done this. And I've always been a big proponent for this, right? Say if you're a vegan and you're like, I got to eat vegan. Like Bear Grylls. I don't know if he's a Sagittarius or not, but it's sort of that kind of concept where he was like such a big vegan. I'm vegan. And then he got sick and realized that he needed to eat something different. And then now he's a big proponent for carnivore diet, right? So it's kind of one of these things where it's like, he was not stuck as being a vegan. He got some information, grew, went through some things in his life, and then realized, hey, I can change. I've learned some more things. This is who I am now. right? Maybe the vegan worked for him then, now it doesn't, right? So it's, if he let the devil keep him there, he would have stayed there and ate meat in private. Just hidden in his closet eating meat. But it's really all about just kind of saying, you know what? I was this way. I've learned and grown and changed, and now I'm this way. And not letting that devil stop you because your ego stops you from doing things. Okay. So it's really this really interesting growth process. And it's knowing it's okay to grow and change. So very interesting. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for watching. If you could like and share my videos, that would really help. If you loved my video or liked my video, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.
You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf.